Lourdes?
Oh, yeah. Every day?
No. A couple of things, probably business related. In fact, I saw her. I got my operation on Tuesday. Monday, I had a meeting with her and one of her employees. They were showing me something they were working on.
How long were you in the hospital again? For
8 days.
8 days. Anybody work come visit you?
Oh, yeah.
Lourdes come visit you there?
Lourdes, I think, was out of town. But no, she didn't.
Andrea didn't come see you?
No. Andrea, I mean, she actually emailed me yesterday. She can't be out in public more than 30 minutes. It's not as much as she can handle. So for her,
Andrea emailed you yesterday.
yeah, she wanted to come to the office to meet with a few people just to say hello.
What did you tell her?
I told her I wasn't going to be in today. She, it's good to see that she's starting to get back to meeting with people.
Do you have that email on your iPad?
See it?
Sure.
She emailed, and she emailed some of the people at work telling them that she was going to be coming, and I can show you those too. She started at the bottom. That's her email to me, and then my response back to her. Restaurant. Can I Google it and find it? I'll tell you what it was.
Sure.
Sure?
Yep.
It's in Viney though.
Your other family, your wife and children, you have brothers, sisters, parents still alive?
Yeah. My sister lives in South Florida, in Allendale.
What's your sister's name?
Monique, M-O-N-I-Q-U-E, Miriam.
Miriam?
Yeah.
Is the last name?
Monique Miriam, no, Metch, M-E-T-S-C-H.
Who is Potson? Last name Potson something? P-O-T-S-A?
Pottisman?
Pottisman?
That's my wife's sister and brother. That's my brother. Sister.
Are they out in your house?
No. How did you get that? No, I mean that's a unusual sort of question, but yeah, they live in Israel. That's my sister-in-law. And then I have a brother that's in Panama.
Where's your mom and dad?
My mom lives in Hollywood, Florida. My dad lives in Tamarack.
They're separated or?
Yeah, they're divorced when I was 14. My father remarried and his wife died. That's sort of feud.
When When's the last time you saw your mom and dad?
When I was down in Florida.
And when was that?
It just, Gary called out from Florida, actually.
You saw them
So,
both?
December, yeah. Yeah. It was a funeral, so my dad spent some time with him. Spent time.
So when were you going back to work?
I was going to go back to work today, but like I told you, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. My head is about to explode. My mouth and throat are dry, and I don't know what the hell's wrong. But anyway, I was going to go back to work today, but then you guys will see me go back to work tomorrow.
Most of our cards are out on the table. What do you think? If you were sitting in my shoes, what would you think?
I can't even begin to imagine because I have no idea.
Well, you know, I'm sitting here believing that you shot Rusty.
Like I said, that's what you say.
Oh, I believe it.
Okay, that's what you believe.
And I believe I can prove it. And I believe I'm going to prove it. And I believe that I'm going to take this case whichever way it needs to go, and as far as it needs to go. Either you can go to trial, maybe, if that's what happens there, or we'll make a deal somewhere along the way. But today's not the end of this, obviously. We still have more questions and
I am sure.
places to go and things to do. So
I'm 100% sure that, based on what you've told me, that you guys have more to do. But
here we are back again. And the only question is, I'll leave alone why. I won't even ask you to say why. I just won't. It would be nice to hear you say you did it. I think a huge load is going to come off your heart. You're not going to give me any revelation. I'm going to be here tomorrow, and the next day, moving on from one to another. You're the one that's got to start just as much as everyone else. It's not easy. It's got to be terrible. You can only imagine. You can only imagine. You got to start someplace. Get it off your chest. You're not going to be in any more trouble for admitting it. I mean, you're a reasonable person, and you can only imagine that you're better off assisting now that you know where you're at where you're at.
I've told you what I know.
So if I choose to arrest you tonight, then there's no hard feelings, right?
I don't know what hard feelings means. I mean,
you're gonna leave this room being arrested and just be neutral about it?
No, of course not. That ruins my life. I mean, I'm not in any way good with it or comfortable with it or I'm not. No, it's a horrible thing for something.
You said in motion a while ago the things that ruined your life. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm not a part of it. I'm just here to make some kind of sense of it. I'm not judging you. You are certainly not alone in this world. And bad things happen to good people, and you look for a way out, grasping at a straw, and it just didn't work out.
I don't know what I was grasping at, but I'm not grasping at
Well, let me
anything.
give you, I don't know that, I have an opinion. Obviously, there's a relationship with Andrea. I don't know if it's something as simple as maybe something else happened that Andrea just hasn't said. I know you value your job. I don't know if you did it just to keep your job. I don't have this crystal ball to know everything. I know you're a big risk. You've made it clear to us the risk of anything sexual problems or harassment or anything in between at GE would not go over well.
Yeah, but that didn't happen, so.
I don't know that yet. So,
Okay.
there's more than one little scenario I can come up with, until you set me straight. But I mean, the end result is you shot him.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
I guess it's, I wish I had the video. Watch yourself do it. So, minus the beard you had. I'm not going to find that at Roos. I'm not going to find it in your van. I'm going to find it at your house.
You can search.
I'm going to. I'm going to look high and low. Maybe tossed it. Maybe it's long gone. Maybe I find a microscopic piece of it in that van. FBI friends. Maybe they can say something. I guess that's, a year down the road, somewhere. While we wait, who knows? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I'll take luck. In this case, the luck was that there was a camera on that daycare. 2. Chat with my cohorts out here and then see what the plan is. How's that?
It's like from 12:30 to ball has been in your court.
See that back. Excuse me just a minute.
Andrea came in here today. They talked. I didn't know that. When I was at your apartment, she came in here today and talked. I'm going to tell you what I've been told now. Okay? Of all the people she knows that could do something like this, your name comes up. And I told you before, I was in a whole different direction. I was just going somewhere else.
So Andrea came here and told her that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's her gut feeling. I really think we've been discussing this enough. You know where we're coming from on it. She feels this way. She has plenty of time to think about it now, obviously. She's dwelt on it. I've had minimum contact, but we have other people that had been dealing with it. Everyone's got a different task, different assignment. But the person that's been talking to her, and she came in today to talk. Now, I think your relationship with her was a little bit more than what you said. And certainly, listen, you just can't sit there and just be oblivious to all of this and just take it like it's a day in paradise for you. I mean,
it's not a day in
paradise.
It's not a day in paradise.
Everything we're saying to you is what we're getting is fact. It's just, this is the way she feels about it. And for you, you just blow it. And well, you do that.
What am I going to have to say?
You got a lot to say. You got to start thinking about yourself. Now, this all can't be wrong.
Earlier you told me that I'm only thinking about myself and I have to think about others. Now you're telling
No,
me
I'm
that I
talking
have
about
to think about yourself.
I'm thinking about her too. I told you that. I told you start thinking about her. When I said you're only thinking about yourself, that's all you're thinking about. That's why your emotions aren't coming out. You're only thinking about yourself. You're only doing, how can I get out of this? But if she comes in here and starts talking about your relationship with her, where you wanted it to go, and of all the people that she knows, you would be the one that she would think would have something to do with it. And here you are sitting. She had no idea you're here. She doesn't realize you're sitting here. And here you are.
So what do you want me to tell you? I mean, I told you what I had to tell you about our relationship.
But you're still stuck on the fact that you were at work this day. You went to work as any other working day, and you sat there until you brought the van back to Enterprise. Was it Enterprise? Yeah, Enterprise. Now, given all that, given what we're giving you, you still feel that strong about it. You still feel like I didn't do anything wrong. I was sitting at my desk when all this happened. Basically, what you're saying, the van is not mine. The van is not mine. I did have a van, but that's not the van I had. I had no reason to be there. I have nothing against Rusty. And that's where we are with it. What we're looking at, let's just face facts. You're financially ruined. Your marriage is...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and give you a break as I normally do. As I mentioned, do not discuss the case. I'll allow anyone to discuss the case with you. If you do decide to have a meal here in Decatur, do not sit next to anyone who may or may not be discussing the case. You have two options, either A, move away from them, or B, tell them to move away from you. Do not remain upon the fifth floor during this break. I don't want you to interact with anyone you should not interact with, or anything you should not hear. All the evidence will come in the form of sworn testimony from this witness and any evidence that's introduced in the course of the trial. Do not read or look at any media coverage pertaining to this case. Do not go upon the internet and do any research about this case. Do not blog or write about this case while it's ongoing. Do not go to any location that may or may not have been made reference to. As I mentioned earlier, all the evidence must come to you in the form of sworn testimony from this witness stand and or evidence that's introduced during the course of the trial and on matters that are stipulated to by the parties. You're more than welcome to bring something to snack and eat with you during the afternoon session. We will have a similar break scheduled in the afternoon session. Do not consume any alcoholic beverages during the lunch break. Deputy Garrett will turn back over to you your communication devices. And if you could, make sure you put them in the off position when you return. This is your opportunity to return messages, return calls, or make calls, contact anyone you want to. My preference is for you to do all of those things during this break, and that's one of the reasons it's designed that way, for you to communicate with whoever you want to, so that, and I will accommodate those individuals if you have to send me out a message in the afternoon telling me you didn't make a telephone call or make a communication with someone, but my preference is for you to do it during this time, so that when you're back after this break, that you're focused 100% to the information that's being provided during the course of the trial. As I mentioned earlier, you're not going to be in session, and I'm responding to this just because that note came out. My preference is for you not to go to work. You're still on jury duty, as I say, to set aside, because anytime I'm engaged in these lengthy matters, I try to be understanding of people who are not a part of the court system, because sometimes people have doctor's appointments, and I figured out a long time ago it's easier for you to see your doctor, your medical provider, Monday through Friday than it is trying to just force you to do it on Saturday and Sunday. So that's one of the reasons that is built in. But my preference is for you not to go to work. I'm not going to tell you not to go to work, but my preference is for you not to go to work, because I don't want you to accidentally engage in a dialogue or conversation with someone who may or may not have questions, and you should not be responding to those at this point in time. All right. With that said, the lawyers and the parties and anyone you have seen in this courtroom cannot interact with you outside of the courtroom. I don't ever want you to think they're being rude or discourteous, and don't draw any emphasis from that one way or the other. We're going to end at a reasonable time, but my preference is for everyone to be back here on time so that we can reconvene at 1:30. Now, it gives you more than enough time to go where you want to go, as I just emphasize, so that if you do take your car to the garage, factor in enough time so that you can park your car back, get out of your car, you got to come back through the metal detector and ride the elevators up to the 5th floor. If the elevators are not working, you need to walk up to the 5th floor. You can get here however you need to get here. I just want you to be here on time. Any questions? Wonderful. No questions? I know everyone has a positive attitude. Everyone's following my instructions. Continue to have a positive attitude and open mind. And I'll see you back at what time? You're right. 1:30 today. No one's been released. No one's been excused. I'll see you back at 1:30 today. Keep up your positive attitude, your open mind. You can leave your notepads there in the jury room. Turn them face down. No one's going to look at them but you. I'll see you back at 1:30 today, Wednesday. We'll resume. Thank you. All right, lawyers and parties, we'll be at recess till 1:30.
All right. You may be seated.
Yes. Yes, indeed.